Watch and burn.
Hey everybody, so tonight I want to discuss the only full length from Dead Man's Bones. Now this, if I'm not mistaken, if memory serves, this is Ryan Gosling as well as Zach Shields. That was the other name of the dude in the band. It's Ryan Gosling, of course, who is the incredibly talented and incredibly good-looking actor who was just in Barbie. For anybody who doesn't know, I don't think I need to tell everyone who Ryan Gosling is. If you don't know who Ryan Gosling is, sorry, as of 2023, I don't think you really care about movies because he's been in like a billion big ones. But anyways, this is his band, and him and Shields, they play all the instruments. That was decided in the studio. And that if I'm not mistaken too, there was some weird rule where they had to play each song through 3 times or something, or they could only do each song 3 times or whatever it was. I'm not 100%. Something to do with the number 3. I know that. There's something, I have it written here. Where is it? There's 3 takes per song. Now you think I would have elaborated on that considering that I can't remember, but it doesn't matter. What I like most about this is this record is really eerie. In the Room Where You Sleep was used in James Wan's first Conjuring film from a ways back. And it was used incredibly well in that because, of course, that movie takes place back in the 70s. I think that's when that took place, at least. I think it was in the 70s. It has to be in the 70s. It looks like the 70s. And the family there, the Perrin family, the one daughter made that movie, House of Darkness, House of Light. She wrote the book. And then she started talking about all the Skype aliens that she met. And I was like, okay, I'm not sure if this woman's sane anymore. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was back in the 70s. And it was used incredibly well in that film because it complemented the visuals and the visuals complemented the music. But my main sort of problem with this record is that aside from like Papa Power and In the Room Where You Sleep, I found that the other tracks on here, they're just a little too quiet. They don't seem to have as much direction or a greater sense of purpose like Papa Power and In the Room do. It seems like the rest of the songs are they're well realized, they're well played, they're well written. I just don't find that they have that same sort of energy that the 2 tracks I've now mentioned a few times have, and I'm not saying it anymore. I'm not saying those names anymore. I do love this though. I love how it feels honestly anachronistic. Like this genuinely feels like this record is from another era. And that's one of the things that I absolutely loved about this. And then you toss in the fact that the artwork complements the music so perfectly. And the artwork reminds me of something that you would find in like an old episode of The Munsters, or perhaps in an old episode of like Scooby-Doo or some shit. The cover is, like I said, the art complements the music, and this does go together really well, and the name of the band even sounds and feels old. And I like everything about this, other than the fact that I feel that the songs just weren't bouncy enough. I felt like there could have been a handful of more songs on here, like In the Room Where You Sleep. Now, of course, that's just me, because overall, I did really like this record, but I find myself only listening to a couple songs over and over again. Yeah, so that is where I'm going to leave it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Kept this one short for about 4 minutes while I discussed Dead Man's Bones, I believe only full-length record, and I think that's the self-titled Dead Man's Bones. Like always, if you like this review or you like this record, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. But most importantly, please don't forget that the world is actually a better place because you are in it. Like always, I'm going to go. Have a good night.